This is the Horse Radio Network. Hi everyone, Glenn the Geek here, founder of the Horse Radio Network. I have an announcement for you about the future of the Eventing Radio Show. As you know, the Eventing Riders Association has been the sponsor of the Eventing Radio Show for many, many years. They've decided, for many reasons, to no longer sponsor the show in 2020. We want to thank them for their support over the years and for providing 4 fantastic hosts in Max and Joe and Liz and Paul. And I especially want to thank those 4 for all their hard work and the many hours they spent making the Eventing Radio Show what it is. They took time out of their busy schedules as professionals in the eventing world to do the show, and we appreciate all their efforts. So what's next for the Eventing Radio Show? The good news is, the week I got the notice from the ERS, I also heard from eventers Rick Wallace and Jon Holling that they were looking at starting a show called The Jon and Rick Show. We talked and made an arrangement for them to take over the Eventing Radio Show. So your new hosts are Rick Wallace and Jonathan Holling, and let me tell you, they are very enthusiastic to get started, and you'll want to hear the first episode because it's coming right up today. We will still produce 2 shows a month on the 15th and the 30th of every month. Rick and Jon have been riding at the highest levels of the sport for many years and have a great dynamic. We are at the Horse Radio Network are very excited to have them on board as your new hosts of the Eventing Radio Show. Here's the first episode with Jon and Rick. I want to apologize for the sound. We pulled things together pretty quickly, and it will be much better in episodes to come. But the content is great, and it's worth listening to. Now on with your brand new Eventing Radio Show.
Rick Wallace.
And I have Jon Holling here with me.
3 phases, dressage, cross-country, show jump. And you're out on course and something's going wrong or going right. You know how to react to what they're doing.
It was built originally to be a schooling facility, and so everything's set up very conveniently.
Welcome to the Jon and Rick Show, the voice of the Horse Radio Network's Eventing Radio Show. Hey, Jon, how's it going?
I'm glad to be here.
My gosh, how exciting is this? We're at the Horse Trailer Pros studios, and we're here to launch our new format for our show. I'm really excited. How about you?
I'm super excited to be here.
Well, we're going to get this night started, and we're going to have a great time. So this is our new phase. We want to thank some people for what we're doing and what's going on. So first, the biggest thanks I want to give is to Joel Wiesner, who has EQ TV Network, and he has provided us with this great production and is working as our producer. What do you think about that?
Yeah, Joel's been amazing. Super excited to be with EQ TV. And also big thanks to Glenn Abert of the Horse Radio Network.
You're working on
that. We got to delete the R.
Yeah, so the big news here, everybody, is while we have our talk show on Facebook, we also are now the new voice for the Horse Radio Network's Eventing Radio Show.
Yeah, so we're going to be doing a podcast as well, which is super exciting.
So those podcasts are going to be twice a month, and they're going to start hopefully February 15th, I believe.
Yep, I think that's right. And then obviously we need to send a big thanks to Louisa Barton for getting us all started on this.
Well, Louisa did a really good job for us, and it was inspiring to be a part of her horse talk show. I think just a lot of things happened and things progressed, and we decided that this is a good format for us to launch and be where we are today.
Absolutely, and couldn't have done it without her. So thank you, Louisa. So what's super exciting tonight is we've got Mia Farley in.
Mia Farley from California.
Yeah, she is USEF Under 25 rider in, and we're going to have a good interview with her. And then we have some highlights from the FEI meeting that I got to go to in Aintree.
Yeah, how was that trip?
It was a good time. Yeah. The Big Macs there are every bit as good as the Big Macs here.
Big Macs.
I'm telling you what.
I love hearing about
that's
the Big Macs.
Super exciting. And then I think what we should do right now is talk about what's been going on around the sport this week.
You know, the big news.
The big news is
that $50,000 Mars showcase in Wellington.
Yeah, that was exciting.
It was exciting. It had 38 entries. I believe we have the entry list.
We do.
38 right entries down there. They skipped 2 years. I think the last time Wellington was going on was 2017. And in fact, Elisa was down there with Johnny that year. They skipped 2 years. They came back. Shelley Page organized it again, and Mark Phillips did the course, right?
Right. Yep. And I got to watch a little bit of it on TV. It was exciting. I know Buck rode great from start to finish. He had a great weekend and ended up second.
I know he was on fire. Wasn't he?
Yeah, he was awesome. And then Marilyn pulled it off. It was a little, sorry, Marilyn, it was a little sketchy on the cross country.
Yeah, and she jammed it in the dressage. She's got a 19.6 on RF Scandalous. That's just off the charts, right?
Unreal.
And then the show jump, which was this year, was out in the Palm Beach field, right?
Yep.
So it was on the grass, and it was amazing to watch as well. And she just jumped around clear on that mare. But yeah, the cross country got us a little bit.
It was exciting. You know what? And I'll tell you what, she knew exactly what she needed to do. It didn't go to plan. It was sketchy on top of the mound, and she got away with it. I'm sure she'd be the first to say that.
Right.
And then she had some quick thinking at the double of corners and knew that it was separately numbered and was able to get that done. And you know what? It's 3 phases, and she knew what she had to do, and she got it done. So kudos to her.
It was impressive. She stayed on. She got it done. She made it in, and I know there was a little bit of back and forth of confusion because at first they named Buck as a winner.
Right.
But they had, from what I heard from Shelley, is that the official timers were the stopwatches.
Right.
So the beam was set off and they used the stopwatch to go and confirm, and she had a couple seconds earlier, so she got her score changed. And she ended up staying in the lead.
Yeah, it was unfortunate that it got announced that Buck had won, and then I've been there. That's a bummer.
Right.
When you're told you're going to win.
To you?
That happened to me
somewhere.
at Jockey Club.
That did happen at Jockey
Matt
Club.
Brown got it. Matt Brown's better at math than me, so he won.
He protested.
He's also was better the whole weekend than me that time, so he won.
Well, let's go through the rankings then. Who was? It was Maryland first.
And then
second was Buck.
And then you had Philip on Z right after that, and then Elizabeth Halliday Sharp on De Niro
Right,
Z.
with Robin Christosino from here.
Robin Chris De Niro.
Well, as Karen kept on calling.
Right.
Well, I didn't know y'all were De Niro brothers, but evidently you are.
Apparently you are. So that was exciting. Yeah, so it was a good weekend all around.
Yeah, well, I wanted to do a shout out to my favorite American Mexican, and that's Danny Mogal on Cecilia. Danny, you rocked it out there, and that mare looks terrific at 17, and you're doing a great job. Thanks for being and moving to the United States and being one of our great friends here.
Absolutely. It was cool to see, and I mean, just had such a great career on that horse.
I know, it's been amazing.
So what about Doug?
Hey, Doug won the $100,000 Grand Prix
Yep.
at the Hits Ocala. I was like, I had talked to him that morning before he rode, and he called me up and he was talking about galloping at the Jockey Club, and I was like, yeah, you're doing how you think you're going to do at the Grand Prix. He goes, I just want to, this horse has really got to step up. And I was like, okay. That day I found out he won, and I was supposed to go watch. So
Right.
I told him if you won that morning, you would have to buy me dinner.
Right. Did he buy you dinner?
No, because he flew home to watch the
What a
Super
bugger.
Bowl.
Typical. You could have stayed here and bought you dinner and
was
watched
on
the Super Bowl.
That was on Quintessence?
Quintessence.
Yeah, they call him Gwyn.
Yeah, it was
Quinn.
Jane Dudinski's horse.
Right.
Yeah.
So
which was exciting because he had such a good show jump around there. And then, sorry,
what
Doug,
happened, Doug?
it didn't go so good.
I know, I felt bad for you. It might have been the price you pay for winning a $100,000 Grand Prix in Ocala as you go down to the $50,000 showcase. And you have, unfortunately, I don't say it, 4 rails in both horses. But
you know what? He won the right one. Good job,
you
Doug.
won the right one, Doug.
Yeah.
Next time.
Yeah, so then we should probably also talk about the Maryland 5-star at Fair Hill is looking good, right?
Wow, and Mary Cauldron is the competition director up there. Mary's been working at the 4-star Fair Hill, and they're moving that over to the steeplechase.
Yeah, it's a steeplechase side, and it's been completely redone, whole new track. I will admit I was a little skeptical if they were going to be able to pull this off in time, but it looks like they're going to do it.
It looks fantastic.
Looks amazing.
Who's the course designer there?
That is Ian, right? Ian Stark.
Is it
Yeah.
for the 5-star as well?
Yep.
Wow. Well, I'm excited about that. I know years ago I showed in the eventing, they had us competing out of the barns at the steeplechase field years and years ago.
Yep.
It wasn't for the 3-star long, or what was then the 3-star long, which is 4-star long now.
Not to be confusing.
Right.
But
anyway, it's going to be cool to be back there and see how it comes out. And I know they're excited about it. So that's
and it's been really cool how the state has come in and really stepped up and has made this like a big deal, gotten a ton of funding behind it. It's going to be exciting. I can't wait to go and watch it this year. Maybe I'll go and cheer on Elisa. That'd be kind of fun.
I know. Lisa's planning to be there with Simply Priceless. I don't know who else is going to be going yet, but we'll see. And what about the Carolina International?
Yeah. So big news there is
$100,000 prize.
$100,000.
$16,000 to first place at 4-star short.
So that means Doug's going to go and jump clear there. Because
Well,
he only jumps clear for $100,000.
He won it last year, so it was good for him, right?
Yeah. So
I'm amazed at what's happening in our eventing world. It's always exciting and fun, and things are just going on. And let me talk a little bit about Matt Taub and what he's done for us here at Horse Trailer Pros. Look, Horse Trailer Pros is the best place to go to get your trailers fixed. This is his office. He has Josh that's usually here standing behind the desk. They take really good care of you. And let me tell you, if you have something you need done, you need to come here and get your trailer fixed.
Yeah, I started with Matt back when he worked for another trailer company here in town, and he took care of all of my needs when it came to my trailers.
Right.
And then when he started his own business, it just sort of grew organically that I was going to come here, and I followed him, and he's just blown it up. It's been awesome.
Him and Maxine are doing a great job. They even started a business where they clean your homes, they clean your trailers.
Tidy Home Pros.
Tidy Home Pros? I can never get that right.
That's HTP, Horse Trailer Pros, or THP, Tidy Home Pros.
There you go.
Yeah.
So as we wind down and start going toward our commercial break, we want to again thank everybody that has put this together for us, and we're getting ready to show some commercials for people that are supporting us already.
Yeah, so make sure you check out these commercials and support the people who support us, because if it weren't for them, this show wouldn't happen.
And here we go.
Off to the commercials.
The equestrian life has big highs, heartbreaking lows, and so many moments of self-doubt. From CCI 5-star to starter, every rider needs a support system and a cheering section. A care package filled with equestrian goodies can be the perfect way to celebrate, congratulate, or commiserate. Let Present Pony do the work so you don't have to miss an opportunity to express your love and support.
Jump for Joy show jumps are FEI approved or perfect for your private farm. They're easy to move and high quality and durable, so there's never any painting or scraping required. Need a custom jump with your farm logo or a sponsor jump to place on course? The options are endless. Jump for Joy has something for every budget and can work with you on design. These are just a few of the jumps that we've had custom built for us over the years by Jump for Joy. Check them out at jumpforjoyusa.com. Summit Joint Performance, the injectable joint supplement used by numerous international and Olympic riders, invites you to experience the winning Summit difference. Made of all natural ingredients, Summit increases mobility and comfort. Win your class with Summit Joint Performance.
Zachary Brandt Eventing is located in Northwest Ocala and currently has openings for horses in training and for sale. Zach has experience riding multiple horses up through the advanced and 4-star level, as well as teaching riders and horses of all ages and levels. In addition to teaching lessons, Zach is also available for clinics as well as coaching at competitions. You can find Zach on Facebook and on Instagram.
Welcome back to the Jon and Rick Show. Look who we have here with us.
Yeah, so it's the Jon and Rick Show, the voice of the Horse Radio Network's eventing radio show, presented by Horse Trailer Pros, and we got Mia Farley.
We got her.
Yeah, I'm excited to be
What
here.
are you
Thank
doing?
you for having me. I'm having a good time
So,
with you guys.
Mia, we've known each other for a bit, and I think you're the coolest girl around. And not only that, you can ride.
You had a pretty good 2019, as I recall.
Yeah, it was pretty fun. It started out a little rough, but it ended pretty well.
It did start off rough.
Yeah.
I kind of remember some corner falls.
I don't remember.
So wait. I'm not up to speed, and I bet they aren't either. So
start at the beginning of your year for us. So let's talk about the great mare you have.
Yeah.
9-year-old Irish sport horse, BGS firecracker.
Yeah,
Tell us about it.
When I imported, everyone was super excited, and they were asking me what I was getting, and I just told them a chestnut mare named Firecracker.
Oh, that sounds horrible.
And so I was like, "That's all you need to know."
That's it. That's her.
Yeah, that's her. And I got her from our breeders, Patrick Byrne, the Byrne family.
Yeah.
And then I competed her at prelim for a season.
And were you in California then?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was in California. I came out here after a year of competing, or a year and a half of competing with her. We had a good first year, and then last year we started out good, and then went to Red Hills.
You were doing the 3-star short.
Oh, I
Yeah.
remember that.
Yeah.
3-star short.
That was
Went
gnarly.
yeah. I got a cool video.
I think I watched
But-
it happen, actually. I was standing right there, yeah. I'm glad you're still here.
I swished the EMTs away. I felt
It was
bad.
a little bit like sliding in the third plate.
It was.
Yeah,
You know what?
Base. It's a
Yeah.
base.
Base.
Yes.
Home plate, third
Yeah.
base.
All right.
My
I
knee
wasn't good
hurt
on
a
my
little.
analogy there.
You got it. You got it.
Whatever.
But
yeah.
you totally recovered, because then you went through the rest of the season and you were pretty awesome at Fair Hill.
Yeah, it was super fun. I was really excited for that.
So
result.
tell us about Fair Hill, because you went up there. You know, I know David. Your coach is David O'Connor,
Mm-hmm.
right?
He's okay.
Right. Who cannot?
He's-
But David actually wanted you to come over from California. Was he doing a clinic over there? What was going on?
He was. So he was doing a clinic at Tammy Smith's place.
Uh-huh.
And
Tammy Smith.
So did you
Yeah.
ride with Tammy?
no, I rode with Jennifer Wooten and Auburn Excel with
Okay,
my mom. We
all right.
kind of had a thing going. And I was getting a little burnt out in California.
Right.
Um,
Happens over there.
Yeah. No, I love California. I love home. But
I thought it was like a forest fire joke.
that started after I left. But
Okay.
so, and then I had a clinic with David. I was telling him a bit about what I was doing, and he said, before I make any decisions, why don't you come try the East Coast?
Right. So you went to Virginia.
I came in January, so I was in Florida.
Oh, very
Yeah.
good.
Told him I would stay for 3 months, and I'm still here. And that was
Right.
2 years.
2 years ago.
2 years ago.
So back to Fair Hill.
Yeah.
You were out there with Firecracker. There's a big field. It's your first
It was my first
four-star long. So tell us about it. You were like in the top after dressage, right?
No, I think I was.
Oh, come on. It's not a blur already, is it?
Come on, you're not that old. You don't have that many
know.
4-star longs. You don't have that many 4-star longs under your belt that you can't put them together. You only did one.
I think I was top 20.
Okay. Well, we were in shooting range.
Yeah,
Yes.
within striking distance.
Yes.
Striking distance from
Well,
what
we
we're doing.
didn't think that at first, and then as the day went on, I was like, I'm gonna do it.
Right.
And so I went out on cross. She was great for dressage, and it was a pretty windy day, and the flags up there that they have, they were spooking a lot of the
Well,
horses.
I watched you go cross country.
It was fun.
It was amazing, and there were
Thank you.
there were some problems out there. There were some flag issues.
Yeah, there were some
people, having problems with the flags. And John, you watched Fair Hill.
There was.
It was a national championship course, right?
Absolutely. Fair Hill is always a national championship course. I mean, you go to Fair Hill for that cross country. And so, I mean, all joking aside, you went and smoked around that course. I mean, you're ready to do anything you want now.
Well, then she came the next day and did a double clear show jump round.
did, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
pretty good.
And I need to thank my horse was amazing that whole weekend. And I was
Lots of
really-
peppermints.
Lots of everything, carrots and
All right.
whatever she wanted. She's
Whatever
just
she
a
wanted to
mare.
have.
You have to do that.
Do we have any video of? Yeah, we're gonna watch you do a lesson here with, and I think you were taking
That
a lesson
is-
with Karen, and it
Yeah.
wasn't on Firecracker.
It was not on Firecracker. It was on Fernhill Fine Diamond.
Wait, so Karen will teach you too?
Karen will, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I
That's
really like
amazing.
riding with Karen.
That's awesome. Pretty good team to get to ride
Yeah,
with those two.
yeah. I'm pretty lucky.
Tell us some more stuff. Your mother, is she a big supporter?
She is a huge supporter. My whole family. My mom, she comes out a lot. She actually just called me recently and said she's jealous of everyone that gets to see me because she misses me.
Well,
Aw,
there's
But-
Mom.
And I miss her too.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
But she's a huge supporter. She's been there for me since I started. She made me sit on a horse when I was 3 years old.
So did she approve of the new boyfriend? Because I know he went. Did he go to California?
He
Oh, is
did
this
go to
like- this is gonna be
California.
official
This
to the
is
world.
like
I
this
know.
is pretty official.
Yeah, so
I may
who's
as well
the new-
make it Facebook official.
Who's the
Yeah.
new boyfriend?
Yeah. Who is it?
Is he going to be surprised?
He might be. I'm gonna
you
make him
tell
watch
us?
this. Yes, Woods Boffman.
All right,
Yeah.
Woods.
Wait, how do you say? What's his last name?
Boffman.
Boffman.
I hope so.
Wow. I always thought it was Bauman or Bowman.
I thought it was Bowman for a
No.
while, but I'm
His
pretty sure it's
father
Boffman.
owns
All right.
Blue Horse Entries.
Yes, he does.
All right.
And
Woods.
so-
Now I know how to say your last name.
And
So that's good.
Woods rides with Sharon White.
He rides with Sharon White.
And Woods, I know a lot about Woods.
Yes.
Evidently. He won the AEC's.
He won Fairhill. I got second.
Wait, so you lost to him?
No, we were in a different. But I did actually because I had Fern.
But at the
in that.
AECs, didn't he win there?
Oh, he almost did.
Oh, almost.
Yeah,
So
he
was
almost
second.
did.
That's rough. Poor
Anyway,
Woods.
I know.
Y'all are both on fire. So you are
For
on
now.
the USEF Under 25 list along
Yeah.
with Woods.
It's
Yeah.
good you're learning now. It is actually, there's a real dynamic between competing with someone you're in a relationship with.
It's difficult.
Yeah, because if you
Yeah.
have a good day and they have a bad day, or they have a good day and you have a bad,
Yeah.
like it,
I try to avoid horse talk with.
that's a good
Do
idea.
you? That's
yeah.
good.
Yeah.
That's good.
And you have other things you can talk about then.
Food.
Now we just don't talk.
Okay, just avoid talk.
No.
So you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna keep you to segment 3
Okay.
when we come back, and that's like talk more with Mia. And we're gonna thank again Horse Trailer Pros for letting us use these great studios.
Is this not the greatest place ever?
I know, it's
We got
amazing.
the screen behind us. I
It's
feel
all right
pretty
here. We're gonna go to
good.
commercial. We're gonna see our other supporters, and we're gonna come back in a little while.
All right. Back at you in a minute. Special thanks to our contributing sponsor, Black Horse Farm, Fox Hunting and Eventing. Located in Area 4, Black Horse Farm and the Mossback Hounds in Elizabeth, Illinois, welcome active USEA eventers to come join them for an introductory fox hunt free of charge. Ride with Master of the Hounds, Tony Leahy, and the Mossback Hounds over some of the finest hunt territory in the entire country. For further details, visit Black Horse Farm on Facebook to arrange for a ride sponsor. Redfield Geronimo is a beautiful and quiet 2009 Gray Holsteiner gelding. He has competed in the meter 30 jumpers and has numerous top placings at the intermediate level in eventing. Redfield Carmencita is an incredible jumper and loves cross country. She would be the perfect match for a young rider or adult amateur looking to be competitive in the jumpers or eventing. Visit caroline-martin-eventing.com for a complete list of all sale horses. ERA of North America is the voice of the rider, to assimilate and leverage the collective voice of North American riders, equine professionals, and owners. ERA of North America works to improve the overall safety, welfare, visibility, and growth of the sport. Be sure to go to www.eraofna.com and jump in. You can compare, you can contrast, but in the end, there's only one ultra-premium horse feed, Pro Elite Horse Feed. Its nutrition lock formulas ensure quality, its advanced amino acid profiles maximize performance, its regulated starch and sugar levels mean confident calorie sourcings, and its superior digestibility leads to an overall healthier horse. When it comes to feeding your champion horse, there is no competition. There's Pro Elite Horse Feed. For more information, visit www.proelitehorsefeed.com. Welcome back to the Jon and Rick Show, the voice of the Horse Radio Network's eventing radio show, presented by Horse Trailer Pros. And we still have Mia, so we're going to keep going.
Yay, Mia. So we're back. We're talking about you, and I saw you pick something out of the script that was kind of funny, and you kind of giggled.
My life outside of eventing.
So let's do that. Tell us about your life outside of
what do you
eventing.
do outside of
Okay,
eventing?
so I sleep in sometimes.
Actually, that's funny because I feel like we called you the other
Yesterday.
afternoon. It was yesterday.
It was
4:30.
five.
It
No,
was
it was
5 o'clock and
It
she
was
was sleeping.
5:04 because you woke me up.
So I gotta know, did you get up yet and go back to bed?
Okay, I don't think so because someone invited me out to dinner, and I was like, I'm feeling a little under the weather. I don't think I'll be able to make it.
Oh wow!
You don't have corona,
wait,
do you?
Wait, you went to sleep on Sunday,
No.
and you didn't wake up until after. I woke you up at 5 p.m. on Monday.
I didn't really get up. I mean, I was up, but I
So it felt
never
good.
really
That's
woke
one
up.
of those days that really feels good,
So you're
right?
completely recharged. Why aren't
Today?
you being more entertaining if you're completely recharged?
Because she was mad at me for waking
No.
her up. She was like,
Yeah, I'm still
"You
holding a
know-"
grudge.
She's like,
all right.
she did. Actually, you didn't answer. Then you called me back.
I know
and you
because
went,
here's the truth. I saw the phone. I stared at your name for the long, and then when I went to answer, it was already done. I was like, I'll just call him back.
Right. So you thought
what
about
you do?
screening them,
No, I can't
did
do
screen
that.
him,
I'll feel too bad.
and then the
because,
guilt came in, and then you called them back.
and she did.
So you did
and
screen them.
No.
Yeah, you did.
She
It's
went
all
like
right.
this. She
It's
said-
all right. We got screened.
I was asleep.
Okay.
And I did. That's when I asked you about working students and having days off, and you were like, "It's been 3 weeks." But look, it's
Yes,
nothing.
yeah.
Nothing against the people you work for.
Oh,
It's
I
just
mean,
there's a lot of
that's
stuff.
the
that you
life.
gotta-
Yeah.
It's the life that you play. I mean, John can say, "Look, working students are there to work."
Yeah. When I was a working student at your age, I went to work at the job I was at beginning of October, and that's a lie. It was actually probably August, and my first day off was Thanksgiving.
First day off. You
Actually, that's a lie. Yeah, it was.
How
it
come
was.
you keep
it was.
lying?
I'm a liar. I'm a dirty liar. No, it was. It was. We had to drive to Florida, and I got a day off. Basically, my time off was to go home to Wisconsin, pick up a horse, and drive down.
So really, it wasn't
and then
any time off.
I got Christmas. I did get a week off at Christmas, which was sweet.
Yeah.
And then when I came back, I didn't get another day off until Valentine's because my girlfriend. So you remember this with Woods. My girlfriend convinced Peter and Paul to give me Valentine's Day off, and even then, it was actually to go down and pick up a horse for them.
What are you doing for
South Florida.
Valentine's?
I don't know.
It's
Woods-
tomorrow.
Woods.
You better figure it
Woods.
out.
You
Is
better
it
figure
tomorrow?
this out.
It's tomorrow.
No, it's Friday.
Yeah, tomorrow. Because today's Thursday.
Yeah, today is Thursday all day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So what I want to hear is
confusing.
Rick was
Look at her.
asking you
She's
about
like,
the
wait a
Good
second.
Witch, Pooh. Tell me about Pooh.
Pooh.
Yeah.
You want to hear about Pooh?
I do.
Yeah, I want to hear about Pooh.
I was very lucky to be able to ride her for a year
Thank you,
and a
Joel.
half.
So this is the Good Witch.
This is the Good Witch that Jennifer Wooten rode.
I rode at the World Cup finals in Sweden with her on that
Yeah.
horse. Yeah.
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 She said that show was a little bit unorganized.
I mean,
maybe.
a little bit, yeah.
Where
Her
was
and
the
Darren got
ACs?
in a fight in the barn. It was awesome.
Where was this? I missed all that.
I'm tangential. I'm sorry.
That's
I was saying that I rode at the World Cup final in Malmo, Sweden years ago with
The Good Witch.
Jennifer Wooten on the Good Witch, and actually it was really funny because it came in and Darren Chacha had a stallion and she had the mare, and they were screaming at each other, and they were both so mad at each other and didn't get along that I had to switch the horses and clean out a stall to make it a tack stall to separate the horses while they both stormed out
Oh my God,
mad.
that's a good story.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
So did you win on her?
I did actually. I had a season where I won every show I was competing at on her, and that was my first prelim season. So she was
Wow.
actually
That
the
is really
first.
good.
Yeah, she was my
That's as good
move
as it
up
gets.
horse.
It's only downhill from there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So she was my first. I was lucky enough to have her as my first prelim horse.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and
So at the AECs in 2014, at 14, did you win?
I got second.
To who?
You're always second.
I know. I know. But you know what? Red is first in Canada.
That's right.
Yep.
That's right.
Hey, are you Canadian?
Nope.
Are you Californian?
You gonna go to Bromont?
I'm kind of
What is your
Canadian.
What
know
is
what?
your plan this spring? Where are you going?
Okay, so my plan this spring, I'm gonna go to Bromont.
Sorry.
I actually have to get my passport.
You still haven't done that?
Well, no.
You're gonna have to rush that now.
It's going to be June. It's going to come up on you fast because you're, Mia.
I know.
Well, so the
So-
point is, you're gonna go to Bromont,
I'm gonna
and
go to
there,
Bromont, and
it's red.
If yes,
So then you're going to get blue.
that's a good point. No, I'm gonna get red. I like getting red.
Get red.
So so I'm gonna go to Bromont. If all goes to plan, we're thinking about the Maryland 5-star.
Oh,
Nice.
wow.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. Now, I
That's-
don't want to just to backtrack just a little bit. I don't want to be, inappropriate here, but you did see our opener, right?
Yep.
Right, where when I won Bromont.
Oh, yeah.
There's a tradition.
There's a tradition. You got to
Oh.
streak.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Did you
So
know
we
that?
have to streak it.
That's the tradition. I'm
So
not telling you what you
happened-
should or shouldn't do, but
happened-
tradition. How old are you?
19.
19.
Yeah, so you should totally streak it then. Yeah,
Okay.
because you're 18, so it's fine.
Safe sport.
Right, exactly.
But
You know
what John did, so let's explain. 'Cause she's kind of going back and forth like a ping pong ball. So he won it on downtown Harrison.
Yeah.
We were all there, and we had made a bet. If you win it, you have to streak under the Bromont sign. You
And
know
I
how
was
famous
sure I
that
didn't
Bromont
have a
sign
chance.
Oh,
is?
you actually have to streak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
But he
okay.
streaked naked under the Bromont sign.
Naked? I was
Stre-
naked.
Naked.
All right.
He's
And
talking
it's-
about
we got
Canada.
it-
He can say that.
We got it on film. And it's in our
Really?
opener.
And it was funny because I was sure I didn't have a
Oh.
chance because the horse had a run out of the competition before it on cross country.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, whatever, I'll do that. Yeah,
Yeah.
don't open your mouth, John. Be
It's pretty
quiet.
fun.
Yeah.
Well,
So how do you like being here on our first show in the new format?
I think it's really fun, actually.
You're actually pretty famous because you're our first guest on our first show for our new format.
Yeah, no, I think it's awesome and very organized, actually.
Do you think so?
I'm
Yeah.
glad you think that.
Yes.
That's good.
Well, isn't it?
I was going to ask you some more questions that. What?
No, go.
Well, now where was the AECs when you?
It was in Texas.
Oh, it was.
Yeah,
at,
Texas
Yellow-
Rose.
Oh, was that the
Tyler,
year that you
Texas.
rode by horse?
Yeah.
In 14.
I don't know what year I rode your horse, but I definitely rode it
It
in
was
Texas
in-
Rose.
It was at 13. It was in 13.
Yeah, wow.
He was
No,
sold.
because I think 14 was the first year. Oh, really?
Yeah, it was the last year.
So
No.
Yes.
Shoot.
yeah, well, but you did well. You got red. So now that we're gonna go back around again because I keep throwing us off track and interrupting everybody. So your plan is hopefully Maryland 5-star.
If all goes to plan to well, if all
If all goes
doesn't
to plan
mess
to well.
up, Maryland, yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's
So
a great goal.
I'm really excited. And I think she likes Maryland. Every time we've been there, she's ended up red. And so we'll see how it goes.
That's great.
Yeah.
So I got a question for us.
Yeah.
We're coming down to the end of this segment. Who inspires you to ride? As a ride, who out there in the world that's actively riding today inspires you every day to ride like them?
I really like watching Charlotte. How do you say her last name?
Dujardin?
Dujardin,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I think we're a similar body shape.
She does the same thing with the ankles.
What, she crawls up the body?
I was just making a comment.
No, I don't think she does. But I think that's a really good rider for me to watch because we are a similar build.
Right.
And dressage is my weakest phase. And so it's something that I watch a lot. Maybe
Well,
I don't
cool.
enjoy,
Right. Well,
but I like learning.
I think I like all three phases.
Yeah.
John?
Yeah, no, I mean, for sure. Speaking of Charlotte, because she trains with Carl, right? Is that right? Did I have that right? Yeah, so I got to meet him this
Really?
year. I was down helping Peter, hanging out with Peter Gray before the USEF meeting and was walking through the parking lot and walked up and Peter flagged down a car and said hello and this guy hopped out and walked over and Peter's like, oh, John, this is Carl. And I shook his hand and I'm sitting there talking to him.
That's
like,
amazing.
And I'm like, wait a minute. You look like Carl Hester. And it was.
And he goes, I am.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. And then because I was so nervous, I forgot to get a selfie with him, which was really stupid.
You know,
Wow.
one time I was walking out of the elevator and William Fox Pitt was walking in the elevator and I
Same thing.
gasped and I ran.
Yeah, it happens.
What?
It happens.
Yeah.
Gasped and ran. Well, I think we're winding down the segment. Look, Mia, thank you so much for being here
Yeah,
with us.
thank you for having
and
me.
I
You're
know
great.
that it's
Yeah,
coming
thank you.
up. We're going to talk about FEI, Aintree meeting
Yep.
in England and your trip over, right?
Yeah, we got a little interview over there with a couple of guys. It'll be an awesome interview and
And-
hopefully mildly entertaining. We'll see.
And so as you head out tonight, I
Missed
heard
him.
you're going to have a Big Mac.
Oh my God, it's my first experience and
I'm glad we could talk you.
I'm
into
gonna-
Are we talking
gonna
to a
thank-
Big Mac?
I don't know if I should thank you guys yet.
it. No, you should.
No, you should thank us.
It's 2 all beef
previous-
patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun.
And
You can't go
extra
wrong.
pickles.
Wait, I can do bun seed, sesame on onions, pickles, cheese, lettuce, sauce, special patties, beef all
Well,
too.
just
All right,
in case
good job.
I don't like it, I got chicken nuggets though. So.
There you go.
Good. So we got to go to the commercials.
The equestrian life has big highs, heartbreaking lows, and so many moments of self-doubt. From CCI 5-star to starter, every rider needs a support system and a cheering section. A care package filled with equestrian goodies can be the perfect way to celebrate, congratulate, or commiserate. Let Present Pony do the work so you don't have to miss an opportunity to express your love and support.
Summit Joint Performance, the injectable joint supplement used by numerous international and Olympic riders, invites you to experience the winning Summit difference. Made of all natural ingredients, Summit increases mobility and comfort. Win your class with Summit Joint Performance.
Redfield Quidam Doty, a 2014 16 two-hand Irish sport horse gelding, is a fancy adult amateur horse but also has the talent for a professional to produce to the upper levels. With several top finishes at novice and training, this horse is ready to go. Visit caroline-martin-eventing.com for a complete list of all sale horses. ERA of North America is the voice of the rider, to assimilate and leverage the collective voice of North American riders, equine professionals, and owners. ERA of North America works to improve the overall safety, welfare, visibility, and growth of the sport. Be sure to go to www.eraofna.com and jump in.
Welcome back to the Jon and Rick Show, the voice of the Horse Radio Network's eventing radio show presented by Horse Trailer Pros. So in this segment, we're actually going to talk a lot about the FEI meeting over at Aintree. I was lucky enough to get to go.
Yeah, it was cool watching your videos coming back.
Yeah, it was fun. I had a great time. I actually got to make a little bit of a trip out of it with my wife and my son. They got to hang out in Wimbledon with all of the fancy people.
Wimbledon.
Yeah, they were over in Wimbledon. I got to spend one night there, and then they kicked me out because I wasn't classy enough. And then I drove up to Liverpool and got to tour around and got to walk the course, which was awesome. The whole Grand National course.
Yep. And guess who was jealous of that? Sitting right over there.
Briggs. Yeah, I'm
He
telling you,
was like,
man.
oh my gosh, do you know what that horse statue is? It's red rum.
Yeah, I got to see. So you'll see that in the video we're going to show you here in a minute. I got to stand in front of the red rum statue. And I tell you what, the ground is pristine. It was unreal. Like the best footing I've ever seen in my entire life. It was like walking on a sponge. And the fences, they weren't huge when I was walking them because they didn't have them stuffed with all the birch.
Yep.
Yeah, or the spruce or whatever
The stuff that makes it big.
Whatever the stuff is. But oh my man, it was so cool to watch and to go walk around the course and hear all the stories and what the things they do. So it was pretty cool.
But it's pretty cool that you went over there to represent USEF for what?
Yeah, well, so I'm the national safety officer. So
You're the national. Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
National safety.
I know, which is ironic because if you see me ride, you wouldn't think that.
Oh, whatever.
So I'm the national safety officer. So I get to go over every year. Usually that meeting is in Switzerland, but this year it was in England because they have a bigger meeting. It was 150 people came, lots of officials and representatives and safety officers from all over.
So did you say we have a video on this?
Yeah, so I think, Joel, can we get the video?
Watch that?
He says yes. He's nodding his head.
So
We're gonna have the
you
video.
were over there, you took some video, you did this whole process.
I got to interview in this video. You're going to see I had Sam Watson, medalist from the World Championships, Durham Byrne. Durham. I should know.
Byrne.
Sam and Durham, Equa Ratings, awesome guys. And then Rob Stevenson, who is the in charge of Canadian Eventing High Performance,
right,
was in the first bit of this interview, and then the second part.
He used to be a client.
Yeah, he actually had a horse with me. He's a really good friend, Mary, Sportsfield, 2 doors down. Great mare I had. And then the second part of the interview, you're going to see I've got David O'Connor.
The guy that volunteers at the Florida Horse Park.
He volunteers a lot at the FEI or at the horse park. He's also the chairman of the eventing committee.
Am I throwing you off?
Yeah, a little bit. You're talking and can't stop talking. This is why are you talking on the show? And then we had Katrin Norander, and then we had Natalie and Frederic, who run the FEI. Basically, they do the whole thing. So anytime you go there, and the cool thing you're going to see here, guys, is you always feel a little bit like the FEI is like Big Brother watching you,
right?
And you get upset with decisions that the FEI makes, but it's actually a bunch of people like me, and I know that's actually kind of scary.
Trying to help out. I've heard that too. I think when you humanize it, right, on the backside, there are just people trying to do the right thing.
To do the right thing, and
sometimes we don't make the right decisions for something. Sometimes we do. I think it's just and
the thing is, sometimes the decision for the world is not always the right perfect decision for America or Canada or England or whatever. So let's go check out the video.
United States.
Mm-hmm. That's right. You guys want to be on the Jon and Rick show, right?
Are you recording?
I'm recording right now.
With my hair.
It looks better than mine. At least yours has body. I'm just, not. Looks great. So did you guys have a good time?
Yeah, amazing. Very good.
Loads of fun. What's your big takeaway? We got Rob, Durham, and Sam here. What's your big takeaway from the weekend?
Approach speeds at fences is pretty interesting. The physics, the dynamics, all this sort of stuff. It's interesting.
All right.
Gonna go home. A bit more training, education, around that sort of stuff.
Perfect. Sam's going to learn how to go
I'm
faster.
also tired. When to be fast and when to be, pace at fences. It's interesting.
All right, cool. Derm, how about you?
I mean, range of things. I think probably our stuff is the bit that I can do the most on, which is much more focused on a sample of results. You know about ERKIs and you know about XCPIs to come at international level, but probably using a sample of results, your trend can go up as well as down. So an MER doesn't really capture that. So that's probably the one we worked on most.
Numbers. That's what we get, numbers. Perfect. Rob?
Listen to the numbers, really high level discussion, great conversations across the weekend, great global representation. The sport's only getting better, getting stronger with greater reach around the world.
Awesome. Cool. Thanks, guys.
Intelligent people, smart people in the sport. That's the biggest takeaway. The course designers, I was really, really impressed. The thought that goes into designing those top level courses, honestly, it's way more than you think. They're talking about how old the log is, how much moisture's in it, what weight is there, how that affects everything. It's awesome. Awesome, the minds.
The thing that I just said earlier that always amazes me is how I think when you're at home, it feels a little bit like sometimes the FEI is Big Brother, but then you come to these meetings and you realize we're all the same guys trying to figure it out. So, thank God some of us are smart. Yeah. All right, so here we are. Who else wants to be on? Come on, guys. Come on. Get on here. Come on. We're good. What show is this? This is going to be on the Jon and Rick show.
Oh,
in a couple of weeks on February 13th. Yeah, they didn't say hi to me. All right, so we had a great time at the meeting. So thanks for having us, everybody. David? What's your big takeaway from the weekend?
I want to go home. Yeah, I want to go home. Yeah. No, the worldwide communication is great. I mean, the countries have really taken on this anywhere from frangible technology has really changed, coaching's really changed, and to hear everybody's worldwide view is fantastic. So it's so much changed here in the last 10 years of doing this side of the equation. It's really feel like it's exponentially changing now. So it's exciting.
Awesome, Katrin.
150 participants in the meeting was absolutely amazing. We never thought that this would turn out this well.
Like 27 countries.
And the level of conversation and the presentations was absolutely incredible. So, I mean, it's a good way forward, and I mean, the awareness is just raising within everybody. Yeah. And everybody's talking about it, everybody who has something involved, etc. are really, really interested. So, yeah, it was a good weekend.
Wow, it was great.
And go to Aintree. It's unbelievable.
It is pretty
it's a
cool.
Beautiful course.
Yeah, I showed them all some pictures of the track, and they got to see Red Rum out there, so it was pretty cool.
Good.
Yeah. And thanks to you guys for organizing the whole thing and getting stuff done. You were awesome.
Oh, pleasure.
Yeah, well done. All right, cool. Appreciate it. All right, so we just wrapped up 3 days here at Aintree, the site of the Grand National. I got to tour around the track and see all the big fences, and I'm pretty sure I could actually go canter around it on one of my horses because it's not stuffed with brush. And it's amazing how much smaller they look when they aren't 5 feet tall with brush and they're only 3 feet tall with brush. Super impressive place, really good meetings. I think there's lots of really exciting safety things coming forward from the FEI. Some exciting things with frangible devices coming forward, ground lines, all kinds of stuff. I'll try to fill you in more on the Jon and Rick show. Anyway, I got Red Rum behind me here. That's pretty cool. And there's the track behind me over there. So long from Liverpool. Had a great time. There you go. I had
a great, cool video.
Yeah, some pretty famous people there. It was such a great meeting because the people in that room were so intelligent. And like Sam was saying in the interview, the course designers that were sitting in that room, just the knowledge that you could gain just from listening to them talk was incredible. And the one thing that was really important, sort of that I know ERA wanted to really get some information on, was this flag rule going forward.
And ERA, Eventing Riders Association of North America.
Right, absolutely.
Which y'all should join.
Gotta join. So David in the FEI put a whole bunch of videos up of different flag penalties throughout the season here. with the intention, sorry, David, of being like, look, this is obviously cut and dry. This is a penalty. This is not. And 150 of the most intelligent eventing minds in the world, and none of them could agree on it. Couldn't agree. So that's still going to be a problem. I'm just telling you guys, it's going to be a problem going forward this season.
I think you're
going to have to deal with it.
We're going to have to deal with it. And I think as we move through it, obviously Fair Hill was hit pretty hard with the flag rule. Obviously in Europe, they're not having as much trouble with the flag rule, but I think maybe it levels out as we go forward. I know we have to wind this one down and go to commercial. And again, thank Horse Trailer Pros for having us here in their studio and their work store. And
just before we go, the one thing I would say is just, I didn't probably touch on it enough in that video in the interview, but the work that's been done on frangible fences and how that technology is coming forward has been incredible.
And it's your show and my show. We can talk about it again in segment 5.
Let's talk about that a little bit in segment 5.
I think it's important.
Yeah, absolutely.
Off to commercial.
Special thanks to our contributing sponsor, Black Horse Farm, Fox Hunting and Eventing. Located in Area 4, Black Horse Farm and the Mossback Hounds in Elizabeth, Illinois, welcome active USEA eventers to come join them for an introductory fox hunt free of charge. Ride with Master of the Hounds, Tony Leahy, and the Mossback Hounds over some of the finest hunt territory in the entire country. For further details, visit Black Horse Farm on Facebook to arrange for a ride sponsor.
Jump for Joy show jumps are FEI approved or perfect for your private farm. They're easy to move and high quality and durable, so there's never any painting or scraping required. Need a custom jump with your farm logo or a sponsor jump to place on course? The options are endless. Jump for Joy has something for every budget and can work with you on design. These are just a few of the jumps that we've had custom built for us over the years by Jump for Joy. Check them out at jumpforjoyusa.com. You can compare, you can contrast, but in the end, there's only one ultra-premium horse feed, Pro Elite Horse Feed. Its nutrition-locked formulas ensure quality, its advanced amino acid profiles maximize performance, its regulated starch and sugar levels mean confident calorie sourcings, and its superior digestibility leads to an overall healthier horse. When it comes to feeding your champion horse, there is no competition. There's Pro Elite Horse Feed. For more information, visit www.proelitehorsefeed.com.
Welcome back to the Jon and Rick Show, the voice of the Horse Radio Network's The Eventing Radio Show, which is really cool.
Yeah, brought to you by Horse Trailer Pros.
Horse Trailer Pros, we're sitting in their studios here, their store, and having a great time. And I know we're coming back. We're going to talk a little bit later more about the frangible pen issue.
Yep.
But you know what we did the other day? We went to Sweet Dixie South.
Yep.
And you were there. I was there. It's 5 minutes from the Jockey Club. It's off of 318. Mr. Mike owns the plantation there, and Joe Adams is working for him. And let me tell you, the transformation of that farm is amazing.
Yeah, I was super impressed. I went in there just with a couple horses to jump around the show jumping and thought I should have brought the whole trailer and filled it up.
They're doing show jump schools there, and they have amazing cross country built out there now. They have a water jump. They have banks. They have cleaned up the whole facility. They're building a common area for washer and dryers. They have barns with end units of apartments. They have dressage rings. They are on 165 acres of amazing footing out there. I would tell everybody, if you haven't been to Sweet Dixie South, you need to go. And then to Joe Adams with Top Rail Tack.
Yeah, I was actually at the Florida Horse Park this weekend doing the event, and I forgot my dressage whip and went in there. And of course, Joe obviously had a dressage whip for me, but I mean, he's just so easy to deal with, isn't he?
Oh my
You go in
gosh,
and say, I
he's
need this. He hands it to you. You get everything sorted out. He's quick. He's fast. Whatever you need. Top Rail Tack is there to take care of it.
I spent $165 at Top Rail Tack this weekend. We got a stopwatch for cross country. We got 2 ulcer guards and stuff that you forget that you got to have, right? And so Joe does a great job at being at a lot of these shows and providing us with last minute items. And so don't forget Top Rail Tack, and don't forget to go try out Sweet Dixie South off 318.
Yeah. So just backtracking to the FEI meeting, we don't have to spend a bunch of time in it because we got a lot of cool stuff we want to cover here.
Right.
But I will just
frangible pins are important.
We'll just say the frangible technology is just evolving every year. It's just getting better and better. And I think we all remember the gates at Burley this last year, and they didn't ride terribly well. So MIM came out with a clip that activates more easily, because if you angle a gate like those gates at Burley and you hit it,
they're not going to do
it takes, if you hit it on a 45-degree angle, it takes double the energy to activate that pin, which is why those weren't activating correctly. So now you're going to start seeing here this season yellow MIM clips. So we're all used to seeing the red ones.
Right.
You're going to see the yellow ones. The yellow ones activate a little easier for those situations, point of corners, angles, things like that. And then what's really cool is Dave Voss, who's an American.
Is that the engineer?
Yeah, he's brilliant, man. I'm lucky that he sits on a committee.
I've listened to a podcast that he's done. It's pretty amazing.
The thing that's so great about Dave is he's so smart that he can make people like us understand.
Right.
Understand what he's saying. And he came up with this really simple kettlebell test where you take a kettlebell from the gym, hang it on a chain, and drop this kettlebell, and you can make sure that these devices are activating correctly. So any designer or builder or organizer can do that on course. Right. So anyway, there's a lot of stuff with the FEI. We can talk about that anytime.
All the time, right?
Yeah.
But what's coming up, I think, in our segment, and I want to thank everybody for watching our show. We're really excited about the future for the Jon and Rick show and being the voice of Horse Radio Network's eventing radio show. Again, our show will be on twice a month. We'll convert to a podcast, which will be on twice a month as well.
Yep.
We'll get dates out there on social media. I think as we wind down in our segment here, we're going to talk about Bruce Field's eventing showcase coming up in Aiken, right?
Yeah, and so that was actually in the commercial break, you saw the EQTV ad there, and that was Bruce's Field, and they're going to have a competition here.
And our guy, Joel.
Yeah, February 28th, 29th, Joel's going to be out there.
Joel does a great job at producing these shows. He did our intro for the show, for the Jon and Rick show, and we got to see it the first time when we got here.
Yep.
Brilliant. He did it within not even 24 hours.
Yeah.
He probably had 12, right? Getting ready for the show. So we appreciate everything he does. Y'all, if you're out there and you're organizers and you're wanting to live stream, you got to think about EQ TV Network and Joel and put him to work for you, because he does a great job. He can even do a marketing package. And he's amazing. Super brilliant.
So he's going to be up there doing the showcase at Bruce's Field, February 28th and 29th. And then we've also got here in Ocala, the Ocala Eventing Prix.
Right, Max.
Which is Max Corcoran and Scotty Keach's place.
And who's Max?
Max Corcoran, she's kind of important.
She's our
president
of the United States Eventing Association.
She's the number one person who can't say no.
Right.
And so she got suckered in.
She's learning how to say no.
I don't think she is. No. So this is the 7th year that competition is run.
7 years.
Yeah. And so it's a meter 30 class for event horses on March 3rd.
And it's USEF sanctioned this year.
Yeah. And it is, I tell you what, it's a ton of fun. The party is awesome.
March 3rd, a Tuesday.
Yeah.
Guess what? We got a table.
Oh, I can't wait.
The Jon and Rick show
have a table.
We
can't wait to see everybody there. It's going to be awesome.
Yay.
Briggs is pumped. He's just giving the double fist back there.
I know the entry list hasn't come out yet. We're gonna produce that when it does. I think closing date for entries is February 25th, and you go to OcalaEventingPrix.com.
Good job.
To download the application. The only reason I know that is because Elisa did it, and she's going to show. Now, I know this year you don't have anything going.
No, I'm not going to go this year. The horses just aren't quite ready to jump that big yet.
But you've been in it a couple of years.
I have been in it a couple of years, and it's usually really fun. And it's exciting because Chris Barnard always designs that track, and Chris does a great job designing the courses.
Yeah, Chris, and sorry I missed your birthday the last week, so happy birthday late.
Yeah, we didn't check in on Facebook and make sure we knew the birthday.
I know.
Yeah,
I was
actually
standing right next to him at Three Lakes. It was raining. It was miserable, and he had done the course. And he was standing next to me. He's probably going, "When is he going to say happy birthday?
Yeah.
When is he going to say happy?"
You know what? I bet he's probably like me and doesn't care.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, I got one
I
coming up
care.
soon. Yeah. And then after that is sort of the lead up into Red Hills, which is March 5th and 8th. And
Red Hills is my
Red Hills.
old stomping grounds. I've lived in Tallahassee since 1999. I've been involved with Red Hills on many different levels over the years. Jane Barron does a great job organizing this. The course has changed. It was in an open backfield on the Phipps private property.
Yep.
They moved it to the Eleanor Phipps Park, which is also timber, tall timbers research. So
you know what's interesting is I expected it, and I have to admit I kind of stayed away because I expected it to be very twisty and turny and difficult there. And I rode last year, and that track was beautiful.
Right.
And Mikey S does the course, Mike Etherington Smith and David O'Connor share the responsibilities of designing that course. And it was a really nice track, super beneficial for the horses. They both came out better horses for having run around it. And I mean, Red Hills is just awesome. It's a great place to go.
It's awesome. They pull in the competitor or the spectators too. The city of Tallahassee gets very involved with Red Hills. They have buses that bring people out. The spectators are all around. So it is a great place to bring your horses to get some atmosphere.
Yeah.
Like I said, we've competed there many, many, many years. We missed last year. We're going back this year with Briggs is going to take 2 horses. You're going to take my 4-star horse, and Elise is going to be there as well.
Cool. No, it's a great place. I've had some really good times there, and it's a great place. I got my wife a car there once.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, you won?
I won a BMW.
Was it on Lion King?
Lion King, that's right.
Good old Lion King.
He was a good boy.
I remember that year. Don't tell me the year. Ready?
I don't even know if I know the year.
2002.
No.
Oh, that was the year.
2007. I won it in 2007.
Okay, when was Caden born?
2008.
April 2nd.
April 2nd, 2008.
I remember that.
That's right.
Caden.
Yeah, but Red Hills is a special place for me, for sure. There's a lot of good memories and
bad memories.
And so a couple bad memories, which was nobody's fault.
No.
But yeah, it's a special place.
I think they recovered from that, and I think a lot of people learned a lot of things from that.
Yeah.
And you just got to go on. You got to move on. It's a tough sport, and we all live through it. And look, this has been a great first show, buddy. It's such a great time being with you and hanging out and kind of poking fun at you. And you don't have any boogers or nose hairs.
I appreciate it. He checks my nose hairs for me
and
before I go
Ocala
on.
and a big old hair hanging out with the nose.
It's because I have this perfect nose and my nostrils just stick up a little bit, and sometimes you can see in it.
But we got to tell Matt Taub, right, of Horse Trailer Pros.
This is quality entertainment. So
right? What are we telling him?
Matt, we got to say thank you to Matt. I mean, for letting us come in here. We have basically taken over his whole facility. He let us get in here early and get set up, and he has completely supported the show from the beginning. And
yes, and exciting to say this, Alex O'Neill will be with us on our next show.
Yeah,
and that's going to air February 27th, I believe.
That's right.
So
we'll be back on February
27th.
Yeah.
So thanks everybody for watching the show, and stay tuned for us and sign us out.
All right. Well, thanks everybody. Till next time.